evening, YouTube watchers of the emerging Civil War world. We are here, and we got the peanut gallery behind you as you watch this lovely video here on the evening of the conclusion, well, the talk conclusion of our symposium in 2019. We have some, well, illustrious historians, or just some people I found outside, who are going to talk about some forgotten battles. And all these people have different opinions, and you know what opinions are, about their own forgotten battles. So I'm going to throw it to the guy in the big orange shirt over here of the 1-2 Super Bowl Denver Broncos, Steve Phan. Oh, there's 3, I'm sorry, I forgot about the Peyton Manning one. What do you think? Obviously, you like Fort Stevens as your forgotten battle, but who else in this illustrious crowd would you appreciate as a forgotten battle?
I think I appreciate all the battles. As the best dressed person here, I'm an authority of this. And I think overall it was really important for us to connect everyone that was in the audience, but also the wider audience that will be watching this on C-SPAN and on YouTube, that these battles were not singular events, they were part of a larger scope of the war. And Fort Stevens obviously was the most important small battle of the American Civil War. Ask Abraham Lincoln, because he was under fire. But overall, I mean, we've got Drainesville here, we got Secessionville.
You got what?
Drainesville.
Drainesville. Where is that?
Yeah.
That's a little
it's
stoplight in
Fairfax
Fairfax County, right?
Yeah, it's not too far from where Rob has the misfortune of living.
Yes. That is very true, actually.
Very fine. Evan too, actually, and Kristen, live in Fairfax County. But yeah, I'd say it is important because it's a Union victory. It comes in the winter of '61. That comes on the heels of First Manassas and Wilson's Creek and Bell's Bluff. Finally having a victory. Something the Union Army can hang their hat on.
Well, of course it's a Union victory. There was like 7 Confederates at the battle. So
Dan Welch is accurate in his estimation of the Confederate numbers at Drainesville.
I mean, it's very clear that Secessionville in June of 1862, nearly 4,000 Federal soldiers, 2,000 Confederate soldiers, slams the door shut to Charleston for 3 more years of the war for the Federal forces. So obviously, Secessionville has far more reaching impact on the Federal war effort in the Georgia, South Carolina theater than Fairfax County or
South Carolina theater.
Let me ask the watchers, please,
Division II football.
without going to Google, let me know where you think Secessionville is on a map, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, thank you.
South Carolina.
Thank you.
Now,
Georgia theater.
What? Real quick, there's another battle here that was fought in another part of the country, the Western Theater. I've heard of it. I think it exists. Don't know much about it. This young lady does.
Trans-Mississippi, you got it wrong.
All I have to say is Trans-Mississippi.
Whatever, that's something happened. We all know it started in here in Virginia. But anyway, so why do you think Wilson's Creek is the most important of all these affairs?
Yeah, and I think, first and foremost, just as Steve was saying, every single one of these battles has some form of implications. They've been forgotten and they need to be remembered. For the individual soldier, these battles were their world. That was their main battle that they were a part of. It was the most ferocious fight they had ever been a part of. But with Wilson's Creek, I think what's so unique about it is it has been overlooked over the 1861 narrative. You will see it occasionally in books and larger narratives of the war. But when you're looking at some of these high school textbooks, even college textbooks, the Battle of Wilson's Creek is hardly mentioned. Typically it is overlooked by First Manassas because it's usually part of that overarching narrative that there were many Confederate victories throughout 1861, finally challenged by Forts Henry and Donelson, Shiloh, and some of those other Union victories. But for Wilson's Creek brings together two massive armies in terms of the Trans-Mississippi. We're talking an army of 5,400 versus one that was upwards of 10 to 12,000. So there were quite a few numbers when we were talking about the state of Missouri. We're talking about that Trans-Mississippi West. Ultimately, it results in a Confederate victory on the battlefield. It's a Confederate tactical victory strategically. But the thing to remember is that it really sets the stage, though, for a Union occupation of Missouri that really locks it in, making it a much more difficult journey for the Confederates to even try to regain Missouri and their western flank. So I would say the Battle of Wilson's Creek, though overlooked and at times forgotten, needs to be remembered because it had significant strategic implications.
You know, the Eastern Theater, we fight over rivers. All you guys got are creeks out there, the Trans-Mississippi to fight over.
What about Mine Run, Rob? What do you think about Mine Run?
Well, first of all, if we get to my run, I mean, I have to give it to Kristen because she's the only one that took any of this seriously. This whole video is just to make fun of each other, and she hits it hard, hits it seriously. No, it's perfect. You win. But I do want to toss it to the guy wearing the Buffalo Bills shirt. He wears that.
Talk about forgotten battles.
Yeah,
here we go.
Four of them. Let's let Kevin Pawlak today, who introduced your lovely wife yesterday, but didn't even mention you were actually married to the lovely wife.
Because Chris mentioned it beforehand.
It's kind of awkward for us.
Is Jim Kelly Ambrose Burnside?
Jim Kelly may be Ambrose Burnside.
Wow. I don't know, if you ask Dwight with Ambrose Burnside in North Carolina in 1862, I mean, really, he comes out as one of the stars of the war, the Federal War effort in 1862.
Okay.
So Kevin,
But when he moved,
the first part of 1862.
But going to
half of 1862, not so great.
So going to Jim Kelly, that's what I was going to say. Playing the small teams in the regular season, that's my beer. I got that one. Playing the small teams in 1862, he looks pretty good, but you get to the Super Bowl, you get to the big game, and you falter a little bit, right?
So what would you be what you think is a great forgotten battle that none of these clowns have mentioned?
Good, because none of them were right. Rob, you know where I'm going with this one. He's my boss, so I gotta make him happy.
Not tonight.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then forget that. Changing my answer right on the fly. I'm gonna stick with the Battle of Shepherdstown, which was my nomination here. Now wait, Steve, you're looking at me. So, when Lee withdraws from Sharpsburg following the Battle of Antietam, he plans on renewing the campaign into Maryland, but it's really what happens at Shepherdstown that stops that. Forces Lee to turn back. The Union threat in his rear. So Lee is forced to turn back. He realizes he's run the wheels off of his army, and the campaign comes to an end. And he never makes it fully back into Maryland as he intended. It's obviously overshadowed by Antietam quite a bit, but I would say that's a forgotten battle.
Speaking of coming to an end, Kevin has taken us way over our limit with the Shepherdstown stuff. So I want to thank you on behalf of these guys and ladies.
We should do this again.
Thank you for watching us on YouTube and all the Facebook Live videos you've hopefully been watching during the symposium. We're having a good time. We hope you guys join us next year. We're actually all good friends. We all enjoy each other's company. We're having a good time, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.